You're watching EAC News. Thanks for joining us. Now for a look at news making international headlines this Tuesday, 4th of January.
Israelis rushed to get tested for COVID-19 on Monday, 3rd of January, with long queues of vehicles and pedestrians seen across the country as Omicron variant infections are rising. A drone footage shows endless lines of cars along the roads leading to testing centers in Jerusalem and Ashdod. Daily cases in Israel are expected to reach record highs in the coming 3 weeks. Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett has said that up to 50,000 people might soon be infected each day, while eligibility for testing could be tightened to help relieve long lines at testing stations. Israel's health ministry says around 60% of its 9.4 million population are fully vaccinated, almost all with Pfizer vaccine, which means they have either received 3 doses or have recently had their second. But hundreds of thousands of those eligible for a third inoculation have so far not taken it. Over the past 11 days, daily infections have more than quadrupled in Israel. Severe cases have also climbed, but at a far lower rate, rising from about 80 to around 100.
Washington, D.C. is slammed with heavy snow after a winter storm swept into the area on Monday. Up to 10 inches of snow is expected in the District of Columbia, Northern Virginia, and Central Maryland. The storm, coupled with a COVID-19 surge, forcing federal offices and schools to close, and is threatening to make travel dangerous and knock out power. The inclement weather forced federal government offices to close in Washington, while dozens of schools have canceled or delayed the start of schools across the region. Washington Mayor Muriel Bowser has declared a snow emergency as public transportation in the city of 700,000 people was operating at a reduced schedule. Severe weather warnings were in effect from Georgia, the Carolinas, and Virginia, and north into Washington and Philadelphia, where 4 to 8 inches of snow and 64 km/h winds were forecast, the National Weather Service has said. Some parts of the region could get 2 inches an hour, and a total of a foot of wet snow from the storm throughout the day, the Weather Service warned. The heavy snow was expected to accumulate on roadways and power lines, causing treacherous travel conditions and potentially leaving homes and businesses without electricity throughout the region.
Iranian President Ebrahim Raisi has vowed revenge on Monday for the U.S. assassination of Iranian General Qasem Soleimani 2 years ago, unless former U.S. President Donald Trump was put on trial. Iran and allied groups with it in Iraq have been holding events to honor Soleimani, the commander of the Quds Force, the overseas arms of the elite Revolutionary Guards. General Soleimani was killed in Iraq in a drone strike on January 3, 2020, ordered by then-President Donald Trump. On Sunday, Iran has urged the United Nations Security Council in a letter to hold the United States in Israel, which Tehran says was also involved in the killing, to account according to Iranian media. Days after the assassination, the United States told the United Nations that the killing was self-defense and vowed to take additional action as necessary in the Middle East to protect U.S. personnel and interests.